Okay, we are live. Welcome, beautiful people. Namaste, peace. How's it going? I've had a quiet day. I took a mental health day to just center myself and be introspective. So today was peaceful. I'm sipping my tea right now. Thanks for all you shared. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Peace. Welcome, Miss Jezebel. Welcome. Hey, Amy. All right, thank you for being here. Hey, guys, blessings. So, what we're gonna do is 6:04. I would like to get this started in 2 minutes. We're gonna allow people to come in. So, we're gonna start 2 minutes. Let's let people come in, all right? Okay, so I want to start off with 3 points. 3 points. You said people are leaving. Oh, I just wanted to allow people to come in. The people who are leaving aren't meant to be here. That's what that is. So I want to start off with 3 points, and then we go jump right into it. I don't know if my moderator is here. If my moderator is here, please make yourself apparent. What's up, people? What's up? All right. So in school, I finished my school at CCNY in Harlem. You know, some of our professors used to allow the students just to like speak. And they didn't really speak that much. You know, they would just kind of like watch the room, like read the room. So that's what today is. You know, it's a class review, it's a discussion, but I'm kind of like removing myself in a way to where I'm letting like you guys build with each other. One, to build a community, and two, just to see if I'm going at the right pace with the lectures, because the lectures are like all scheduled in a certain order to deliver a certain message. So it's probably like we still got like years to go. But that's the first point. The second point, also I feel it's important to elevate other voices when you have a, somewhat of a platform. So I would like to help elevate other voices. If I have any astrologers, any fellow astrologers that are skilled, that can read a natal chart, that can read the planets like that, DM me, because I have an idea that I would like to do to give you a voice and maybe, help build your platform. And then the third, this is just like random, but if you see me in the future doing like, before I go to bed, reading some bedtime stories here on my IG live, just join in, make yourself some tea, because that's something I'm gonna try out. People always say, "Oh, you make a great narrator," so I'm gonna read some stories here coming up. Peace and blessings. All right. So that's what those are 3 points I wanted to do. Discussion rules, review rules. Please state your name, your location. If you don't want to state your location, that's fine because the internet is what it is. Also, please state one or all if you're big three, meaning like your moon, sun, Cancer, or moon, sun, rising. I'm kidding. Yeah. And then the other rule is be respectful of time. Bedtime stories sound awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, trust me, it's coming. I'm gonna help y'all, go to the astral realm. And then the next rule is if the moderator is here, just respect the moderator and respect other people in the room. So, with that being said, let's start the discussion. The discussions, you can pick any topic from a past lecture, or you can bring an open topic. I know a lot of you said that you had topics you wanted to bring, so let's get it started. Let's get into it. Alex, Last Gains Bender, I think you got your hands raised. Okay, so I don't know how to, I'm not really skilled with live, so I don't know how to add you guys, but let's see. Let's see, how do we do this? Alex. Oh, I think I have to follow you or something. I'm not sure. Can you astro travel? Yes. I started at 5 years old. Okay, so I guess I should have looked this up. I think that I have to follow you to go live with you. Hey, dude, I don't have topics, but just wanted to say thanks for your content and pickups. Thank you. I appreciate that. They have to request. Yeah. Okay, guys. So request to go live with me. And let's get this started. Gotta pop out, but keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate that. Much love to y'all. Guys, you have to send a request to go live, and then I can add you. I think that's how we get it done here. There we go. Looks like I got one. Drinking my detox tea. Y'all should be drinking 2 herbal teas a day.
Peace and abundance, King. How you doing, brother?
Yo, blessings, bro. How are you?
I'm highly favored at home with the wifey. I seen that you were running this thing on, the debate. And what's tomorrow, actually?
Yes. Tomorrow is the debate, and today is just more of a review, live discussion, just so we can see where people are at.
Okay, and I remember you starting off saying, whether if the world was flat or round.
Yes.
Me, however, I do go with more of the round perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just see your thoughts on just the flat and round thing, because it was kind of a little bit of ignorance, but I guess I've seen a lot of the different theories about it. Some people think that we're just covered around ice, which holds us in. It's a lot of little wild theories, but I just don't see how we'll be able to even enter a outer space if there was just flatness. So
those are all very good insights, very good ponderings. I think that's tomorrow more for the debate. The discussion is just more of you building with other people. Somebody else is requesting to go live, so I'm gonna add her.
I was going to tell you, you could add up to 4 people at once.
There we go. So I'm adding a queen to this live. Let's see. Did it go through? There we go. So you guys build with each other. Here we go.
Blessings, peace, and abundance.
Can you hear us? Hey, how are you? Peace, peace.
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yes, of course.
So the last I heard you guys were talking about the flat Earth and round Earth. That's all new to me. But wait, sorry, I'm forgetting the rules. Hi everyone, Sherry Ann Ingram. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I'm a NFT healer. And I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, big Aquarius in the building.
Aquarius rising, Aquarius, whatchamacallit, sun, and a Taurus moon. So I've been for a very long time really, really obsessed with the sky.
Mhm.
I've been, really drawn to the moon, feeling like it's home in a weird way from as a child, from as far back as I have memory. So when I came upon your stuff talking about, just the history of things and exploring like the astral realms, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So
Yeah.
I learned so much. But what the king was talking about with the flat earth, round earth, I'm starting that my perception is starting to change because the evidence doesn't add up. When you start to look at everything spread out on a table, I'm like, oh my God, everything we've been told has been a lie, is a lie, not has been, it is a lie. So I'm no longer like, I'm not stuck in the old paradigm. I'm fully open to explore and learn. So yeah, that's my thoughts thus far.
And brother, what do you have to say about that? I'm gonna plug in my computer while you guys talk.
Firstly, I wanted to say I'm chiming in from Orlando, Florida, and definitely I did catch what you said, that that's more for the debate tomorrow. So I was just kind of pondering on it all. And however, I was just wanting to tell you while I was pondering about that, man, I really appreciate you for the value that you do bring to the community, because like the pyramids that are here in America, we don't hear too much mention of it. And I really go over your page and I spend like countless even hours on it, just going over it. Yeah, so like I was looking at the pyramids out of Memphis, and even studying how you were saying a lot of them predate the ones that are out in Africa, and how, you know, we have documentation showing when they were being rebuilt. So I just want to say thank you for just the value that you do bring. You know, I will hold more of the flat earth, round earth for tomorrow, just so I could just be ready for that too, because you know, I don't want to take nothing away from what was already structured for today. You know what I mean?
Okay. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you, man. I really do appreciate your energy. Thank you so much. And if you want to tell us, can you give us like one or all three of your big three, like your rising, your sun, and your moon?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm a Taurus. I was born on Earth Day, which is actually April 22nd.
Okay.
Yeah,
Big
so
Taurus, you gonna get it.
yeah, I'm
No
93.
questions.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not too sure on all the other aspects of it, but
Okay. All right. Well, look, I will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. same time. It's gonna be an hour, unless you know the energy calls for it to be longer, but it's set for an hour. The debate it's probably going to be pretty hot, man. So we got a lot of people who's going to show up with some good stuff to talk about. So I can't wait to see you tomorrow, brother. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
blessings.
Peace. All right, let's get some other people up in here. All right, next we got Mr. Wonderful. Let's see if I can accept you. There we go.
Hey, my brother. I'm
Peace,
in.
peace.
Peace, peace.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? Grand rising to you both.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome. All right, so first, where are you coming from?
I'm in Jersey. I'm at the Jersey Shore. Yep.
Okay, okay. And what's your sun sign or your moon sign or your rising sign or all three?
Well, I'm a Taurus. April
Okay.
21st. April
Taurus is in a
21st.
building tonight.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Born in '77.
Mm-hmm.
Born in '77. I know y'all didn't want to go too much in on the whole flat Earth thing,
Right.
you know, but for me, it's just like there's so much evidence that shows that, you know, so that's like the main factor of where the lies come from in most of our society, you know, because this is something that's widespread taught in schools. That's part of the indoctrination of whether you want to call it Satan or the negative forces, whatever you want to call it. That's their focal point, is to get people to believe a lie that stems to a lot of other lies. You know, if you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going. So,
okay, I'm listening.
yeah,
I'm learning from y'all, man. Okay.
And I tell you like this, something simple, you know, like water. Water is a very clear factor that we live on a flat plane, because water is something they use to show leveling and everything. You know, a leveler has a ball of water in the center. So whenever they do a building,
Yep.
they do anything, it's based on the level, on the water being straight across the top. So, that factor right there proves that water doesn't bend. You can't have a ball and have water on the top. It's always going to be on the bottom, and it's always going to be straight across where it levels off.
Bars.
You know what's
Bro
so
came with straight fire.
I-
Okay.
I've always thought about, okay, when I learned of this, I'm like, what would be really interesting is to have somebody go to the North Pole and walk. Are they going, like, pretend this is a wall? Are they going to be standing on this side and we can see them, their body, you know what I mean, twisted, like, or standing straight up? No one has ever shown us that. Like, when I started to really think about just the follies that they've given us, like, we need to break, though we need to, like you were you put out there your community to do tests, to really, that's what we need to do on all levels, because we can talk about it as much, but until some people actually need to see it to believe it. So I don't know what can I
What I was going to say is, what's funny is that, people aren't looking with the right eyes. When people talk about the third eye, it's not just about this consciousness way of seeing things. It's about seeing things how they really are. I mean, somebody asked me, have you ever seen the earth flat? And I said, yeah, I do. Every time I look out into the beach, every time I look across to the sunset, every time I look out to the sunrise, I see it flat. I don't see a curve. So just because they're telling you this in your mind, you never seen a curved earth. The only time you've seen a curve is through a fishbowl lens. That's the only time you've seen it curved. Any other time you see it, it's flat. It's straight across everywhere you look at. So it's just that part of the brainwashing where they make you believe what they want you to believe and not see with your form of logic. Because to me, the third eye is like your form of logic, your consciousness. And we're not taught how to use logic. We're taught how to follow what we were told to follow. We're taught how to think. We're not taught how to think. We're taught what to think.
believe nothing
ahead,
you
Queen.
see? Well, how does that believe, like, nothing you see in, like, a certain percent of what, me personally, I'm like, believe nothing and believe everything that you can go inside of yourself and know to do. Because on all levels, we've been, our perception, our sensory perception has been completely messed with. So can we really trust it? I don't know.
Yeah, man, y'all's bars. Go ahead. Keep it going.
Well, they start disrupting our consciousness from the time we're born. That's why they want to shoot us up with all types of vaccines as soon as we come out the womb. Our parents are signing over our souls. We don't even know it.
Hold on. You need a code word for that word.
You're right. You're right about that. You're definitely right about that.
Jibber jabber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll call it the jibber jabber.
Yeah.
Yo,
I really,
you know what I think it really
I love this.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm listening.
Can we talk about the skies for a minute? Because this
Most definitely
is a thing that is really, so both of you, what are your thoughts? So I sent you a whole bunch of pictures and some videos of some things I've seen in the sky. I don't know what they are. There are, obviously, we're being sprayed. The sky, there's different fumes that are being sprayed in the sky daily. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Look up, you're going to see distortion. They're not clouds. Even the bubbly things that look like old-time clouds are not clouds. And we need to use discernment, you guys. But there are things behind these new form matrix codes. There are things behind them that give off light, that give off like iridescent, look like rainbows, circles,
Mm-hmm.
actual shape, geometric shape. What are those? What are those?
Well,
Like refractions of light, right?
I'll take a jump at that because I think
Mm-hmm.
what that is, I think that, you know, the consciousness is raising, you know, of a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people here, you know, on this plane that we live on. So the consciousness is starting to allow certain people to see through other dimensions, because what we
Mm-hmm.
see is light. Everything is light. Everything is light and vibrations. So once you become in a higher vibration and a higher energy, you are going to see more stuff. So there's
Mm-hmm.
times where I see something right there in the sky and I'm looking right at it, and there's other people around me who don't see what I'm looking at. And I'm like, how do you not see that? You don't see that right there? It's because I'm at a higher conscious level.
Yes.
I'm at a higher vibration than they are. So they can't
Mm-hmm.
see that within their brain. Their brain is not catching up to that. They can't see that same light spectrum that I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm a
Yeah.
just to be respectful of time, guys. How are we doing on time? I know I said like, you know, 6 to 9 minutes total for each person, because we do have like 4 or 5 people waiting. But this conversation is like so damn good. So maybe I'll just add in like one more
I know.
person to see what the energy is doing. You know?
Okay, and if you need to boot me down, no problem.
Yeah, anytime. I'm okay with letting anybody jump in or jump out. It's fine with me, you
You
know.
know, I'm gonna be doing this every week now because I see that this is really good for the community, for us. You know?
Yes,
Hey,
it is.
Queen, welcome,
Hi.
Hello, how are you all
welcome, welcome.
doing?
So
Yes,
grateful for
this
you.
is so wonderful. I have to say, that man right there is magnificent. Do you
I
hear
agree.
what I'm
I agree.
saying? And I love I'm home, I'm disabled, so, and I'm home, and I just listen to what he's saying, and he is so on
Thank
point.
you.
And I even go and look up some of the things that he's saying, because I want to be able to regurgitate the same way that he does. I'm getting there. I ain't got there yet, but I'm working on it. But everything is wonderful. It's excellent. And on this thing about the flat earth, I'm going to go to this point. So, when we're talking about circles and spheres and things of that nature, we have to also keep in mind of this magnetic thing that keeps us on Earth rather than us actually floating out into the atmosphere. And so, therefore, I feel that the earth is round, because everything is like what goes around comes
Right.
around, And I feel that the earth is round,
Mm-hmm.
and that there is some type of magnetic field that is actually attracting the water to the earth, in essence, keeping it not where it's floating off into space or anything. The same thing that keeps us also connected to the earth.
Ooh.
Y'all get it, like walk barefoot
Yeah.
sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you most definitely.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's kind of like, what I'm thinking about as far as the roundness of things. Now I do get what you're saying about the flatness, but take this for a consideration. So when we're traveling on land, okay, we're going up hills and down hills and, turns, abouts, and so forth. We also got the Grand Canyon out there as well.
Okay.
And I do believe, and I've been on Route 66 because I was born in 66. But I had to take that trip with my mom during the summertime.
Okay, boomers in the building.
And yeah, we went from Florida all the way out to California, San Diego.
Right now.
But nevertheless, the thing is that there is the mountainous areas, and the Bible talks about the mountainous places. So, it says, Moses was on a mountain, baby. And for that being said, that's also a great indicator that the earth is not flat, but that it is round. Because in order to get these different, I don't know, would you call them craters or indentations or lengths or heights and things of that nature. If it's flat, if everything is flat, I don't know that you could get those heights, if you will.
Okay.
You know what I'm
All right.
saying? As far as mount.
All right. So let's let
Oh,
somebody else jump in to make this a full circle
okay.
conversation. Let's see what somebody else
Okay.
got to say
Hi,
with that, because we
everybody.
got somebody else believing it's round. We got some flat. I'm loving this. It's a nice mix,
I'm
guys.
just
Let's get it going.
about the whole, flat and magnetic pull. When it comes to that, I don't know if you've ever seen the I go to rides and parks. It's supposed to simulate
You broke up a little bit there. You said you go to
gravity.
rides and parks.
Yeah, so there's a ride called the Gravitron.
Okay.
And the Gravitron is supposed to simulate gravity. So you stand up on the side of the wall and it spins super fast and you stick to the wall. And this is supposed to show you what gravity is
Boom.
doing, right?
Mm.
Now, if that's the
Yes.
case,
Yes.
and if that's the case, I should be struggling to walk around my house right now. I should be stuck to the ground saying, oh my God, I got to pull up. Because right now I'm going through that, supposedly. So I should be like,
Okay.
oh my God, let me get through here. I got to.
Wait a minute, sir. Are you making fun of the magnetic?
No,
Because it is a magnetism that is there. Even if you want to just talk about why we're not being flooded out by Alaska, why aren't we? Why isn't the water coming down on us? You see, so this is whatever that thing there is, which I call it magnitude, and you might what you're talking about, excuse me, is
no,
aptitude.
I agree with you. I actually that it's magnetism coming from the center of this flat plane. I believe it's magnetism, but it's not gravity.
That's correct.
Gravity is supposed to come by this spin. If that was the case, birds defy gravity every day then. Birds should be stuck to the ground struggling to lift off because gravity would pull.
Right. But they can't. But they can only go so high, though. Think about that, because then there becomes a disconnect. So the thing that I'm speaking of, and you're saying gravity. I never mentioned the word gravity. I said magnitude. Those are based upon uh, things that draw to yourself. You see, so whether it's earth, whether it's animals, another human being, things of that nature. That's what I believe that the earth, oh, excuse me, my battery. That's what I believe that the water also being that, as Mr. Astro said, that we're like 75% water, that our body is full of water, and that water is also in our bodies, and that water also gravitates to us. But here's one thing that I don't know if you all have ever known, but out in the Pacific, there is this water line that I don't know if it has to do with, like, there's some type of wall that's in the water there that separates from the Pacific,
The Atlantic, right?
to,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
But
It's a line, and it's like that water is like a little bit maybe darker,
Yes.
and our water is a little bit lighter or something to that effect.
yeah, most
And
definitely.
for some reason, that water, excuse me, get that battery. That water never crosses that barrier. That the water never crosses that barrier. But
Okay, why
that water, it's interesting.
Queen.
I saw
Queen.
a video on it.
Let me stop you right there.
And the
Queen,
water
Queen,
never crosses that barrier. And it's two separate, two waters, two different waters.
She can't see
Quick
it.
question.
Hey, Queen. Because I've been wanting to hear from you. I think I might keep you as my moderator too, if you don't mind. Because
Absolutely, no problem.
all right, cool.
Okay, so my question is it fair to say that we live in a simulation?
What do you guys?
Yeah,
That's a
I
good one.
agree.
Okay. What do you guys say?
Well, I think
That was a
very
good one.
comparable to a simulation because of the fact
Right.
that if you look at a simulation or like a game, you know, there's a creator of the game. You know, in this simulation that we live called life, we create our own reality. You know, once we
Right.
master, you know, happiness, peace, you know, and a higher
But
vibration, we
before
can
that,
create our own reality. I create my reality. I know that.
but before that, before we wake up and realize that we are actually powerful enough to create our own reality, we're being controlled. We are sitting when I started to really wake up, I literally dropped in a state of depression because I was like, holy crap, we're underneath a dome and we can't get out. The only way out is through death. This is really depressing until I understood that, you know, it's actually school and we're here to stuff. But when I came to that realization, I was like, oh my God, like what is the point if I'm not in control? So a lot of people are still under the spell, believing that they're not in control, believing that the world is what has been presented to them. Is that fair to say?
What do you say, brother?
Oh, absolutely. People are stuck in a phase thinking that this is what it is. I have conversations all the time with people about Western reality, and sometimes people look at me like I'm crazy, but I'm like, listen, I live it. I mean, I could be around my house, and you'll be shocked at how much stuff that I've just been given because, you know, I've thought of it, or I said, this is what I want, or this is what I need. Like, I honestly live like a rich man, and I ain't rich. Definitely ain't. I am not rich at all. But if you see how I live, you would clearly be like, oh, this guy got money. He chilling. He loving life. I do. But I ain't got it like that. I'm just blessed. I am just truly blessed because of being a good person, you know, live life through my heart.
Wait. What's your name? I'm sorry, what's your name?
My name is Ron, Mr. Wonderful.
Ron. So Ron, is it fair to say you are actually wealthy? That is wealth. That is the true wealth that we have been manipulated away from. Like, you're creating your own reality, but you are tapping into the natural resources that are available to us that have been hidden from us.
I agree 100%. I agree 100% because I don't base wealth on that. I'm saying from other people's perspective, they look at me and they think that my wealth is based on the things that I have, you know, because a lot of people look at me, oh, you got it good. You got it. And I'm like, you know, I have a lot of things, but those things don't make me wealthy or even happy. You know, what really makes me happy is my wife, my children, you know, just the love that I have coming back towards me and the love that I can give. You know, I know that I'm here to enlighten. I'm not here to discourage anybody. I'm here to just enlighten. And once we enlighten, others can shine their light and enlighten others as well. You know, and that's how we need to connect as a connected consciousness.
Oh, you brought me in? Wow. That's
All
what's
right.
up.
So
Well, I'm
please
hot.
let the moderator know, you know, where you're calling from, you know, your big three, your sun, your moon,
Oh,
and your
wow.
rising. And please be respectful of the time, which means you're gonna have about 9 minutes. And respect the moderator.
Oh, hey, my name is Eric. I'm a Capricorn. Birthday January 4th. I'm 34 years old. All right, just a little history. I'm shocked to
Peace,
even be on
peace.
here. I just got off work and got here. I'm like, wow, but I'm so glad like it's a community like this. Cause like when you feel like you're the only one, you know, that have these thoughts, and to see other people like feel the same way or look at certain things the same way, it's a big eye opener. And I just want to say, like, even when I was younger, like what they told us in school, like it never made sense to me. Like never did. Like the sun being 90 million miles away and the moon, but you can look outside like and see the moon like first we know every picture, all photos of the moon and earth are all CGI pictures and planets. So it's like when you see for your own eyes, when you look outside, you can see the moon, you see the sky behind it. It's like they blatantly just lying to us. And like a few, like, that's why YouTube changed their algorithms, because like I fell down the rabbit hole probably like 5-6 years ago. And it was crazy because I prayed for it. I asked God, like, God, please show me the real world. And Lord beholds, like, everything just starts like revealing itself like a veil, like lifted over my eyes. It's like, all right, how you think, like, okay, every time they show the rockets, the astronauts go up, right? They'll show it go up, but then the camera angle gonna turn once it start curving, like the camera angle, like they never show the bottom, like they never show the bottom angle no more. And then like it was 2 documentaries that I watched on YouTube. I don't know if they still on there. A funny thing happened on the way to the moon.
Yeah, I seen it.
And astronauts gone wild. When I seen
Have you
like
ever seen it?
what they showed the
I'm sorry.
space shuttle.
Can you repeat that one more time for the crowd?
I'm sorry.
The names of the documentaries. Yeah. I'm gonna write them
Astronauts
down.
gone. Let me. Can I put a shirt on? I'm sorry. I was here enjoy.
Oh, bro. Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing. It's all love.
Yeah, with a flexor.
It's like astronauts going to the moon. I'm gonna write it down.
No, it's a funny thing happened on the way to the moon. I actually seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Let me. I'm glad to be on here. I get the like.
Hey, I'm glad you're here.
Like, this is awesome. Like, just to have a community of people like, oh, I feel the same way, so it don't make you feel crazy and stuff like that. But yeah, astronauts going wild, and a funny thing happened on the way to the moon. It's like when they show you the space shuttle they supposed to be in, like tinfoil and cardboard, like, man, come on, man, like
the door flapping. They go outside. Like, what's going on? It's like cardboard door.
Like ain't no way. And then they was showing like the water bubbles going up. It's like,
Yeah,
or
a fly camera in outer space. I seen that.
Yeah, and I used to be a huge fan of space.
Or
like,
a water bottle or something.
Bubbles,
Seen,
like
a
water bubbles,
water
like
bottle or something sitting on the table.
Like I know I might be jumping all the way around. Like, you try to get so many points out, and then it's like, okay,
They messing with you on the comments too, Asher. They said, why you so shiny? They asked Astro why he's so shiny.
Oh, really? I don't know. I take care of my skin.
So I'm all right. Where to start at? Okay, where to go? All right. So outer space. So I used to be a huge fan of outer space when I was younger. So then as I got older, so what's they say? So outer space is a vacuum. So if outer space is in a vacuum, how can you have combustion in a vacuum with no air? Like if you have a candle and you cover it, it's going to go out. So how is it going to thrust like through outer space? But what I didn't understand was, okay, if outer space is a vacuum and we here on Earth, what separating air, like how our air stay in and it don't just go away? Like, so things like that. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I said the Van Allen belt. I mean the dome.
Can I just?
I know. The firmament. Oh, for sure.
What you just said, my brother.
Can I jump in?
Yes.
5 minutes.
I'm sorry. What you just said, my brother. Keep that in mind for next week. Primeval Waters. Oh my God, y'all so damn intelligent. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So 5 more minutes.
Oh, for me? Okay.
Oh, I've been on here for a while. I need to jump off. Don't y'all can still telling me to jump.
Right. Thank you, my brother. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, right?
Absolutely. I'm gonna stay on here too. Keep watching.
Peace. All right, let's add another person.
It's like when you talking, you don't need to pay attention to the comments. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't really see him, brother. I'm loving this. I'm loving the bars. Go ahead, keep talking. When you come in, please make sure we can see your face. Okay.
Oh, yo, what's up? How y'all doing?
There we go.
I'm well.
Yeah, didn't think I was gonna get in here. How y'all doing? What's up, fam?
Peace, blessings.
So, what were the 3 things?
What's your name? What is your 3 astrological placements, and where are you from?
Okay, my name's Dwayne. You can call me DJ. I was born in October on 15th. on a Saturday at 2 o'clock in the morning. Um, that's all I know about that.
Okay.
So
I was
this
born
flat
on a
Earth,
Saturday
though,
too. I
right?
love it.
Yes, sir.
All
Let me
right.
go ahead and flex a little bit right here. Let me see the feathers, fam.
Okay.
So I did want to jump in on the, I guess the discussion about how, I guess the debate. Sorry, I'm a little high, but excuse me for my personal experiences. I'm just joining y'all, having a good time, but
That's
try to keep
okay,
it
brother.
real at
Jump
the
right
same
in. We got a
time.
certain energy going. This brother's dropping knowledge. This sister's dropping knowledge.
Yes,
You know, go
yes.
ahead.
So
Jump right in.
let's start with the satellites, I guess. So when you was talking about NASA going up and seeing the rocket in space, and you can't see anything else, the bottom of the Earth, you can't see the satellites, you don't see the light in the sky. Why don't you see the stars? You should definitely see the stars when they go into space, right? And if you think about Earth in general, knowing that it's a multidimensional leveling planet or whatever you want to consider it, that's just a small level of thinking of what it really is.
Right.
Because it can change, right? Depending on third, fifth, and the giants, you've seen them buried, right? Um,
That's a good point too.
but you know, the water, there can be extra land outside of the ice wall, right? You know,
Good point.
um, and obviously the Van Allen belt, the firmament. Um,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, I'm caught off guard. Yeah, it's just nice to
Uh,
be.
So
Hey,
what
I'm
is
no,
glad
your
you're here.
favorite? What is your like what do you find yourself diving into the most and exploring the most? Like for me, it's
Everything, right?
the skies, like what's happening in
Okay. Right. So I
more
started with
if you
looking
like.
at the clouds too, right? And back in 2017, I was always telling people like, look at the clouds. Don't they look so fake? You know they made them clouds. You
right.
know Bill Gates got all that money. He trying spoke this shit up. So you know they're trying to hide the sun because the sun's obviously going to penetrate the earth and bring it up to higher vibrations. So in my idea or my mind, the cables and wire system that we have, you know, the nuclear power plants and all that low dimensional shit isn't going to keep us moving, right? And it's blocking our powers and whatever electromagnetic energies that we have inside of ourselves to be able to develop. Um, so if the pyramids were active as they normally were, which they hit all over America, Antarctica, this, that, and the other, if they were all active, then this Earth or realm would be on another dimension. So who knows if it would change then or not, because we don't have that evidence. So that's a good point. But yeah, I like looking at our history, who we are, where we came from, all the dimensions, the light bodies, extra stuff beyond the Bible. But I started as like, you know, a young Christian, going into church, you know, praising the white
Amen.
God. White God
Hallelujah.
didn't serve me, man. So, you
Yeah.
know, I'm just saying what it was. It didn't work out like that for me. So I had to keep going and find something else that was working for me, right?
Okay.
But yeah, no, I appreciate the time, you know. Definitely keep it rolling.
Oh, okay.
I'm loving a good
All
energy.
right.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I probably had too much time too. That was about it. But it was cool.
You wanted to go ahead? You got some more time, bro.
But what do you just to piggyback what he said about the giants? Giants were definitely real. Like the tall trees, like we as well, not we as in humans, but the species back then were definitely way bigger than what we are now. Like just like I said, that's the reason why YouTube changed their algorithms was because like 5 years ago you could really stay on there for like 3 hours and learn and learn
Right.
a lot. Like honestly
Right.
though, and they really did change a lot, but it's just like I think the most thing now, like what I'm dealing with, is just trying to figure out like with dreams. Like I think
Mhm.
dreams are like the most things that people really don't talk about. I think dreams are the
Right.
most important. Like I don't really think we die. Like well, of course we souls. I mean, I know that, but I just think like dreams are like one of our biggest like things that we need to like try to figure out or like what's going on. But I definitely think like our dreams are a different like reality. Like
Mhm.
it just has to be. Like I think life in general, like, cause like to see your dreams, like it had to be something that that we seen already or that we going to see. Like to
Can I touch
me,
on that?
that just oh, go ahead. Somebody
On your
said one.
dreams, right? I feel like your dreams are perception of yourself, right? And the things that you see, so they can, rise and change depending on what you think, what you do, what you eat. It's going to change all around that. If you're clean, you can start doing other things and going other places and being yourself in other realities in your dreams, right? Some people see in color and visual and are in places, and other people are, completely clueless to what they dream about. Some people are predicted or to see the future, even if it's not, necessarily accurate, but dreams do tell a lot.
Yeah, true. But I think we also like if you like channel your mind, you can know when you're dreaming
Yeah,
and
facts.
know like, oh, I'm in a dream right now. Like,
Are you talking about
like it's crazy.
waking dreams?
Say that again. I'm sorry, you broke up.
Are you talking
I can't
about
either.
awakened dreams when you have like when you dream when you conscious?
Lucid dreams.
I believe I dream when I'm conscious or in my mind, yes.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I believe it's all subconscious in a way, so it can always be active or inactive depending on where you are in your state of mind, right?
Yeah. I
So
think
why
your thoughts
some
uh,
people remember their dreams and some people don't?
Right.
because I think it's all about if you focusing. Like I think most people just go to sleep without thinking about like, all right, let me just go to sleep, wake up tomorrow. But I think like if you really channel your mind and focus, like, all right, I'm about to dream, like I'm about to
Yeah.
go to sleep. Be aware that you dream, and I think something like you can control it in a sense. Like I think our thoughts got a lot to do with our dreams. I think our thoughts got a lot to do with our reality though. Like I think we create our own algorithms with our life. Like the stuff you do like throughout your day or your habits, I think it happens like it's like algorithms with our life. Me personally is what I think though. But I just
I
know
think that's
everything
on point.
is like false though. I just think it's like such a big lie. I just think the whole indoctrination, I think, is such a big lie that most people can't fathom fathom their mind. Like
Right.
they lie the whole world. Like ain't
Right.
no way to lie to us. Like no, bro,
Right.
they. You know
And,
what I'm
and
saying?
thinking about that, a big topic that I don't
Yeah.
see people discussing is the
And the
Blackmores.
thing that
Um,
that they don't push on.
well,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, sorry if I could just touch on the Blackmores or who might be in power other than the white supremacists, because people, and excuse me, I don't mean any disrespect towards white people, but just to, say who they are, people like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and people who got, billions of dollars on the network, but people's got trillions of dollars and money that just isn't gonna add up if you put it all together. And I was like, who are those people that really own that money? Those are the people who really own or are making this corporation what it was. So if we find out that people like Bill Gates and Elon Musk and such people like that are regular people and they figure out and they get on board too, like, why not push forward for the whole agenda with everybody, just in an open mindset of view, right? Because what if everybody was lied to and now they're figuring out just like we're figuring out, right? So
Uh, I think that's possible, but
possible,
I
but just right, right. And it's
but
not going to be everybody always, just like it's not all of us, right? And the people that came before us that were here before white people were white people or Irish people were Irish people. Irish people were black. African people and, all those other people, they were black. So,
Indian,
Well, to be fair, the whole
Indian people
planet
were black, right?
yeah,
planet
So
was
everybody came from melanated skin. So, and it's to say that not all white people came from black people. I believe that originally the race was created, right?
on
It
true.
was scientifically manufactured to be what it was, right? And that's going to be very hard to come in contact to realize, oh shit, I'm really different, right? I'm not the same. That's going to be some hard,
Do you
evidence for
believe
them.
in reincarnation? Do you believe in reincarnation?
Yes.
Okay. Is it
Me
fair to say that
personally,
some people who
oh no, go ahead. I
oh,
need to put my phone on.
Sorry?
I think what happens, Queen, is like your phone is lagging, so you catch the audio maybe like a second later. I
Oh,
think that's what
really?
I've been noticing. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead.
So in terms of reincarnation,
Mhm.
I'm of the mindset that this is a school. The things that
Yes,
happen
right,
here is for us to learn and grow.
right.
So the whole idea, and I was caught up in this too, of segregation based on color, gender, like all this stuff is, oh, the alarm. 10 minutes is up. It was put in place for us to keep us off the right path to get back to our godhood. And like some of us when we fail this earth and we had to come back here. We came back in different color bodies, and we had to like the way I'm starting
Mhm.
to see the
Touch.
complex dynamics. I don't know, like, does anybody see it like this, or I could just
Oh, I
be
can touch
seeing
on
it?
that. Let me hit that
Okay.
topic one too. Okay, so like the God body would be a light body or a different body, so it would be on a different dimension. It would glow a different color. Think of like Avatar the movie, where the people were blue. They were us. They came and invaded the people that were connected to the land, and they took their connection from the land. And then look at us now. This is us here. We're lost. We're waking up in the same place that we just had, right? Because a lot of us were free, and 150 years ago, a lot of our grandparents were free. And you got to go do the research yourself because apparently, if the white race was created in 1860, you can do all that on yourself, right? Um, but right, so the God body, the light source, and the dimensions, and I feel like I'm missing something that I could have on reincarnation. Yes. Okay. So, and coming down from the dimensions, if you look at the different levels of giants, there's a scale that shows the different humans' lengths and times from the places that they dug up in the ground. So, like, giants being different levels coming down, if you look at them, they're all different sizes. You can scale them up to be in each, a dimension level and coming down. And I consider that as part of reincarnation for some people or some entities to come back down all the way to this dimension. You can't just jump. It's possible you could jump all the way down, but there might have been a cycle where Earth, progressively as a group, we all descended through that and coming into lesson, splitting ourselves into higher and lower dimensions, right? So, and
Right.
being here, you're also somewhere else, and that makes you in reincarnation, but in a way, a generator, or as I see God, right?
Right.
A generator, or in
Okay.
reference to how a generator works.
Right.
Okay, brother. Thank you guys.
Right.
Moderator,
Yeah.
I know your timer went off. So
Yeah.
All right,
Cat.
no
just
problem.
to be respectful of time, I'm gonna try to bring in 2 more people for the
Absolutely.
last set, so we can close this out.
All
Thank you
right, man.
guys so much
Thank
for
y'all.
being here. I love
Yes.
you. I'll see you tomorrow and then next week. Have a
All
great
right.
evening.
You
Appreciate
too.
it.
Peace. All right.
Bye.
I don't know how to do it. Bye.
Oh, I got you, bro. Hold on.
Okay.
Uh, all right, I'm gonna add 2 more. Thank you guys for waiting so patiently.
This
See
is
if we
good
can.
stuff.
I love it. I really love the energy here, and I can't wait to do more of this. There
Yes.
we go.
Oh shit.
Greetings,
Here we go.
Peace,
Hi,
my
guys.
brothers.
greetings.
Peace, peace.
First of all, I wanna say thank you to the wider collective. It is great to see what's happening here. I was home. I left my keys in my car today, so I was stuck in my house. So I guess I could see the reason behind this now. But
Mm,
it's a beautiful thing to see the collective, being activated right now. I'm gonna say a few things. I'm not gonna be too long and jump all over the place. But I wanna say this. None of what has happened before, what is happening now, what is gonna happen in the future happened by accident. There's a reason why we are here. the information came to me many years ago that we are part of a collective called Mission Earth. So a lot of souls volunteer to come here at this particular time to repair what's happening on the planet, including you and you and you, and many of you that are out there. Some of us came back with full knowledge. Some of us are in the amnesia stage, and some of us has experienced the great forgetting. But now the great awakening is happening. So many of us all over the globe, melanated and some not so melanated are also being activated at this point in time. There have been many attempts to stop this process that's happening now, but all efforts has failed. And this is a reminder that it is not going to work out in their favor. So I am great to see this is happening now, because I've been putting in the work for many years now, and I have full confidence in myself. My memories are coming back on every level. You have to own your memories, stop second guessing yourself, stop doubting yourself. Your dreams, as we was talking about, dreams are not dreams. They are precognitions. They are downloads. They are cellular memories, the genetic memories that we have in our blood that transfer from generation to generation. What's happening now is that the sun is causing a global DNA activation. And this is the main reason why they're trying to block out the sun. Is because there are too many souls that are waking up at the same time. So they are panicking that, how do we turn this off? But you can't turn off, the source. So as one thing is going into darkness, another thing is coming into light. So those who was living in darkness, vibrating off of darkness, will forever be trapped in the darkness. And they're going back into the abyss. And we are emerging in light right now. So that's their fear, that we are becoming lighter, that we are becoming illuminated. So we was talking about Earth just now, and Earth being a flat plane. We have to use logic when we think about things. How do we see things behave in its natural environment? Water is never curved. If you put water in a basketball, it's gonna slide off. Water always seeks out a flat surface. So right there, this will tell you it's simple. It doesn't take a so-called rocket scientist. All of us are scientists, to figure this out. The Earth, according to them, the Earth spins at 1,000 miles per hour. Now, a Category 5 hurricane is 155 miles per hour. Look at the havoc that it costs, by that type of speed. Imagine if we was on a ball spinning 1,000 miles an hour, what would have been happening on the planet? So all these things we have to dismiss, own our memories, own our feelings and emotions that are coming back to us, because the truth is you can't hide it. Once you seek for it, we have that internal compass that's going to extract the truth out of the atmosphere. Everything is atmospheric, like breathing. You see, I'm standing in front of my ammunition here. So I'm not just talking for talking sake. I could just pull my records. So I've been doing the work. I continue to do the work. And together, we are doing what is necessary. So I want to say something. As we're living on a plane, look at the machines that they use to travel across the plane. They're called aeroplanes, because it is actually telling you we are on a flat plane. So the ice walls separates us, just like communities. And this is where the movie comes, that they give us little bits in the movies, Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Ice Rings. So certain governments are laws of this dimension. So there are other rings and other realms that have their own laws, but every now and then, beings travel from dimensions to dimensions, and this is what's happening now. But I don't want to hijack your time. I'm a digress for a little while and let the brother, speak.
Bars.
That's a lot. Hey, what's going on? Thank
Wait,
you guys for having me. What's up? Oh, my name's Trey, and am I breaking up? Are you guys?
His name.
What's up?
His place of. I think I'm breaking up still.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Sorry.
it's me over here.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, but it's okay.
First, brother, where you calling from? Tell us your zodiac sign.
I'm currently resided in New York. I was born in the Caribbean. I'm a November born. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, my brother.
Peace. Thank
Peace,
y'all
peace.
of this community, man. Love what you guys are doing. My name is Trey, by the way. I am a Sagittarius sun. I'm a Aquarius rising, and I'm a Aries moon. I'm
Okay.
7 years old, and I'm glad to be here, man. I'm calling from Miami, Florida, so I'm kind of like near the sunshine all the time. But
You said 27 or 37?
37.
Okay, my brother, we the same age. Let's go. All
Yeah,
right now.
that's awesome, man. But just to piggyback off a lot of stuff that he was saying, man, and just to like let you guys know where I am in my journey. I've been studying like a lot of. Well, I've been going like kind of across the field with like theology and philosophy and stuff like that. And they tell us that these things are like these are the male and feminine parts of who we are. Like um, you have theology and the religious side, who they're represented as Theo and Sarah. So you have Theo being the have Sarah Sophia being the goddess of wisdom, and it all goes back to that. And these are things that just again like bring down the veil and let you know that like my man says right here, like you got to have your books and ammunition. Yeah, we are in the age of Aquarius. We can't get all this stuff from the internet. Like we have to go back to books. People literally have like written this stuff down and go with these scholars of times where the spiritual rising was going on. Like he was saying, they've tried to kill it so many times. It happened in the Renaissance, and it happened. It's happening time and time before, and these are just cycles I feel like that we go through. And as far as him saying like where we are as like people and in our time and space, I've been studying like what they call the year, the day, and the great year. The great year being like the big 24,000 year process where our sun circles a star called Sirius B, and as the closer we get, to like these two suns being in their binary, we come from the Iron Age, the Bronze Age, the Silver Age, to the Golden Age. And the Golden Age is where we are, like, on this equinoctial spiritual rising, and the scene goes up and down and up and down. And we spend 12,000 years in each one of these processes. And, sometimes as we descend, we get so far away that the universe can't be revealed to us. It has to be like so many other processes that take place before we're to climb back up to that 12,000 year process of like enlightenment and stuff like that. And supposedly 2012 was what that was all about. 2012 was about the whole, the world's ending. It was about like the spiritual rise crossing this equinoctial belt that we had been coming up in the previous years level. You dig what I'm saying? So, Hermetics teaches us that, or Hermetics and a lot of other stuff. I'm kind of like losing my thought because I'm so eager to get a lot of stuff out. But there's so much again just going on, like you guys have been saying, and the whole time, like I've been digging the whole thing, and I'm like trying to put in here and put in there. But even with the whole moon thing, I personally, but I'm gonna hold right there because I don't know what my time is. Am I
We
still?
lost you with the. I'm sorry, we lost
Oh,
you with the. You said with the whole moon thing. That was the last thing I heard.
Okay. Personally, I don't think man has ever been to the moon. They even
Mm.
come in on that a little bit. Like again, the whole Van Allen radiation belt. Then you learn through time if you go back and the things they've done to try to distort this radiation belt. Like somewhere that there was a project called Project Starlight where they shot nukes to like try to disrupt the belt, and it didn't do anything. But supposedly, for some time, it was weak enough for them to get through. Now, Starlight.
sorry.
Mm. Okay, my brother. You talking about Operation Fishbowl? Keep that in
Oh,
keep that in mind, class, for the next lecture, man. Y'all are. I love this, man. Go ahead.
But yeah, man, I don't know where my time is, but definitely, man, I appreciate the community that's again like looking over the veil, man.
Yeah.
Getting like our electric beings and energy, man. We have to really climb our way back up, like they say, to spiritual greatness and really break down a veil of lies of old Theo to me, man. So that's where I am right now. I'm reading my books. Right now, I'm kind of in Sri Yukteswar and one book by an author I can't name right now, but it's called Man and His Symbols, and it pretty much goes down and explains how, you know, man uses a lot of symbols to like relate to things, and they're not simply something that people wear, or you know, you might see a cross on somebody. It's just not simply a cross. And going back, hitting on a note with that, as a kid, and coming up, I always just like I looked around at things and I always found myself like in a spot. I don't know if you guys did, but like I always had to look in on myself. Like I had a kind of like rough childhood growing up, and you know, I was disassociated because you know things were hard, and my parents weren't who they been. So, you know, I often find myself in these safe places where only I knew I was, and in doing so, I was just looking at things where people were telling me, "Well, this is what you're supposed to do," but then this is what they go and do. And you know, as kids, we learn by example, not by what you tell us to do. And we look, and at that point, we look with eyes that are innocent. To you know, we can't see the folly within ourselves, but we can only see the folly one's trying to teach us. And you know, just dragging me to church and the whole cross thing with Jesus, and I'm like, so let me get this right. We cross that we worship a murder weapon that this man was like crucified on. Like, wow, like what is up with that? So what's the significance behind it? And you know, I've come to realize it has so many significances. I mean, the cross is like the sun and the horizon of the earth as the sun meets the earth, and there's so many other you know, hidden meanings. The cross is so much stuff that we use in everyday time. So this book that I'm reading, Man and His Symbols, is really intriguing, man. And it also talks about how man, you know, can.
What book is that?
It's called Man and His Symbols. I'm gonna have to go in the house and probably. Yeah, but I checked that out, and kind of like a woman's. He was looking at man in general, but he was talking about the human race. But you know, certain people say, "Oh, he's a man, so we'll give him to the man patriarch." So there was also a lady writer. I'm just getting into these books, so you guys have to forgive me for not having these authors' name. But it's called Women That Run with the Wolves, and it's a
Love
woman.
that book. Love that book.
But amazing,
so
and it talks about the signs and the archetypes and all of the above. Yeah,
yes,
so
from all
telling you
over the world.
signs and everything comes. In time.
I'm sorry, but I want to interject for a while because, like I said, I don't want to stay too long. I just want to state my piece and just move on. I want to encourage you guys.
You have so much knowledge, though.
Thank you. I want to say this. We need to be really focused right now and not to be too distracted, because I keep on hearing mentions of NASA and all these corporations, right? It seems like if every time that we wanna validate what we are saying, we have to reference them in some light, because you know they are not the source and they don't have the answers. And we are. The truth is not out there. The truth is in here with us. And if you can't confirm the truth, NASA is not gonna tell you, you know, what you need to know, because most of them are as clueless. Keep remember, we are divinely connected. Let me say this again. We are divinely connected. We don't need internet and we don't need Wi-Fi. We have direct access to the source. The people who wasn't born divinely connected cannot teach us. If they didn't treat us right, they can't teach us right. So we need to dismiss them and start keeping counsel with ourselves. Forget about all their teachings. You understand? So I don't want to hear nothing about NASA and SETI and all these people. We have the truth. It is time that you be confident in what you're feeling and know that this is truth that's coming from source. Before I couldn't wait on them to tell me that we are not the only ones that exist in this biosphere or this universe. I've confirmed that years ago. So the news, the media, and NASA, they're playing catch up. So if you're waiting for them, you're lost in the sauce right now. Tap into yourself.
Well,
we have all the keys. So when we go to source, you know, it's like if you have your internet by your house, and because you don't want your neighbors have access to your internet, you put a lock on it, you put a code on it. So therefore, anybody want to use your Wi-Fi, they need the code from you. We are born with the divine code in us. So when we reach out to source, we have direct access. But when these non-melanated people reach out, access denied. So they have to create technology to try and gain or feel what we are feeling naturally. Own this. Own this, my brothers and sisters. We came here already knowing what the purpose is. For those of us who already wake up, it's time to wake up the others who are in their amnesia state, because we're running around claiming that we are woke. Stop insulting your consciousness, calling yourself woke, because you could be woke and not aware. You could be aware and not conscious. You could be conscious and not enlightened. So let's seek for enlightenment. This is a lot of energy that I'm pouring out because everybody is extracting right now. And I realize that these type of lies could be draining sometimes if you're not protecting or insulating yourself. So give thanks for your
Cover
time.
yourself.
We're going to touch
Put
base
yourself in
again.
the bubble.
No,
Thank
no,
you so much, bro.
I am highly divinely protected, sister. But I am choosing,
Oh, no,
to
I
be
believe that.
respectful of the time.
Thank you so much. I hope to
Bless
see
you,
you
love.
again. Thank you for the knowledge.
Sure.
Peace. All right, brother. So we're gonna close with your statements and then the moderator statements, and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. And then we got the debate tomorrow, which I can't wait for. So, a couple of minutes for you, my brother, and then moderator, you can close us out.
Oh man. All right. I think it's definitely true what he's saying. We can, like I was saying, like just stop depending on social media to give you all your answers. And to his point, we have to stop going to NASA and looking at CERN. I understand what he's saying, but I don't entirely agree, because you need to look a lie in the face in order to divert from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need to know, because there are people who are looking this lie in the face who really, as he say, we won't say woke, but who are really stuck in a pattern of they see it, but they literally can't do anything about it because they don't even know the first place to even go or the first place to even look. I have brothers like that. I have cousins like that. I have sisters like that. And, everybody, I have a brother who's incarcerated, and the way they just don't know anything. And I'm just like, the youngest of the pack. And I'm just like, I'm just kind of like always in my studies. I'm like a little hermit. I keep my peace away from everybody. You know what I'm saying? And, it's like every time they call me, it's like they're reaching for information, but then I'm giving it to them. But then it's so frightening and enlightening to it's like a shot back from it. So it's just like they're still in this box of like confliction. So I guess what I'm saying is at the end of the day on this journey, I just hope to kind of like spread love, spread light, and let everybody know that break the box, man. Break this whole, dogmatic cycle and really, go with like the essence of the universe and kind of like try to live by a code of ethnic, a code of logic, and a code of just non-ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Don't let people just tell you anything, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I love you, bro. Thank you for being here, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Love you too, brother.
Peace.
Wait, when was your birthday?
July 20th.
July 20th.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Peace.
So
Trying to
this
get out of
has been so powerful. And someone said it earlier about community. It's funny. I went on my to pull up Instagram to get a clear feed, but for next time. But connection to the community of like-minded who are also in the same space of learning and growing, questioning is so refreshing. And again, thank you, like deeply thank you for creating that for us. And the gentleman before, I can't remember his name, before the last person that just left, he was talking about like the energy he was expelling and feeling that people pulling. That is a real thing. And if I could leave this with anyone or everyone right now, I'm an energy healer. So in these times, going to be feeling of pulling and pushing energy because we're being opened up and information is being poured in us, and we're also dealing with the outside world, all of the things that we're waking up to, which is heavy. So protect yourself. Ground, meaning go out. Nature is the best medicine for our soul. Get outside, touch a tree, touch plants, take off your socks, get beer built in the earth to connect back with Gaia, Mama, divine, so you can feel replenished, so you can dispel all of the negativity that should sleep. Water, pure water. Your body needs that to hydrate, because again, like your being, your energy, and different things within the body that I'm finding, and the more people I talk to, we're legit going through a change. There's things happening inside of us, and we could feel it, like in our bones, in our cells. We'll have shifts and just headaches, and it's not to be feared, it's to be celebrated. We are being upgraded. It's a good thing, but you need to keep we need to keep ourselves in high vibration. We need to take care of our mind, our body, and our souls, and surround yourselves with like-minded, positive beings who could help you and who understand you and provide a safe space for you to elevate. So
Yes.
that's what I will leave us all with.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Thank you again.
I would love for you to show up again and be the moderator, because I think you did an amazing job. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I love you. Peace.
Love you, Ty. Peace.
Okay. So I'm just going to say a couple of words, because I really just wanted to hear you guys speak. Man, this was amazing. I really enjoyed this. I love this. And I want to continue this, because I think it's important to build this community. I think it's important to hear each other speak. It's to see your perspective, your lived experience, and then to juxtapose that to somebody else's lived experience, because we're all going through this together, right? Like, you're the star of your movie, but like, you see the extras around you, they're actually the star in their own movie as well. So I think that's important to make note of. And I think tonight that we saw that. So I'm going to post this. Tomorrow is the debate. So bring the same energy that you've been, showing in the comment section, because I would love to hear a healthy debate of intelligent minds, because tonight we definitely got some bars from some very intelligent minds. So thank you guys again for being here. Next week is going to be the next discussion. Primeval Waters lectures start next week as well. So yeah, be ready for that. And I'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. for the live debate. I love you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.